Hey, everybody. Welcome to Two Comic Book Dudes. This is our Christmas Eve new comic book haul show. 'Cause we're a day late with it, but whatever. It's still Christmas Eve, comic books, haul. Everybody's looking for a big haul tomorrow morning, right?
Yeah, we should be wearing Santa hats.
It should.
We completely mess this up.
It's too bad we didn't have tools we could actually put little hats on our heads while we're talking, and that would have been, just as easy. But anyway. Or little elf ears,
Yep.
Yeah, so lots of comics came out yesterday. Surprisingly, I kind of expected this to be a little lighter week. I'm wearing my ugly Christmas sweater T-shirt that I got in my loot crate that we opened yesterday, and that video will be up on our site today, so that you'll be able to watch that. Pretty cool stuff in the December loot crate this month.
Yep.
I got a lot of books. I know, Justin, you said you got 9 or 10.
I think I got 11.
Oh, 11. Hey, all right. So that's pretty cool. Well, we'll start every week. We do the same thing. We break them down by publisher. Start off with Vertigo and DC. We go through the indie stuff. Then we do Image. Then we do Marvel. So we'll do the same thing this week, and we'll just get started. Be sure you like, share, subscribe so you don't miss these videos every week. You can also catch these videos on our site, comicbook.com. Every Monday when we put up the new comic list, this video will be embedded in that article, so you can always see what was out last week, and then read the list of the new comics for the week and see what we'll be talking about on the upcoming show. So, Pretty cool.
Very cool.
All right. So I've got one Vertigo book this week, and this has actually been a great book so far. This is this is one of those where they put it halfway through. Sean Simon is writing this, and Michael Allred is doing the art, and it's Art Ops, and it's really a cool book. It's kind of trippy, it's kind of weird, but it's typical, Michael Allred art. And it's a really neat story. You got this group of people who are called Art Ops, and what they do, art is actually living things, like they're people in those paintings and everything. They have tools where, like, they pull the Mona Lisa out in the first issue and replace her with a ringer, basically. Somebody that looks like her. Yeah. So right now, of course, Mona Lisa's running around doing all kinds of things and dressing up all crazy. Anyway, it's really funny, but it's a great book. The Art Ops team disappears, and the son of the leader of Art Ops is kind of pulled into this to try to figure out what's going on. And it's really a neat one. There's a character who's like defacing all of the major art in the world and trying to make it ugly, and he's got to stop her. So it's cool. And he's got like an arm that was ripped off that is now made of paint. It's just cool. It's a neat book. Yeah,
I remember
great
you
book.
telling me about the last issue.
Yeah, it was really good. I mean, just like every time I read it, I'm like, oh, this is so cool. I'm glad that I added it to my pull. It's one of the new Vertigo books, where Vertigo launched a bunch of new number ones, and this is probably the one I've been most impressed with so far.
Cool.
So you have 3 DC books, you said?
I did.
All right, and I picked up. My goodness, I got a bunch of them this week.
A bunch of
I got
DC.
3, 4, 5. I got 6 DC books this week.
Holy junk.
I mean, that's crazy. The big one that I got was the DC Bombshells, and this is issue 7. It's still a pretty good story. I'm going to continue to get it. I like, last issue, Stargirl and Supergirl both basically fled Mother Russia and came to the United States military and said, we'd like to serve with you guys and stop being communist, basically, try to work for the side of good. So it's pretty interesting, the different characters that are playing into the story. So
yeah,
you got, Batwoman, and you've got Wonder Woman, and then, of course, Stargirl and Supergirl, and several other ones have kind of shown up. The Huntress was in last issue. So it's good. It's modern characters set in like the 1940s during World War II. So if you like that kind of an era and you want to see your favorite characters in that era, DC Comics Bombshells is a good book to pick up.
Very nice. Very nice. What?
What do you got?
I got one that you got that we'll just talk about. He-Man.
He-Man.
Eternity War.
This is amazing. I love this series.
Yeah, issue 13.
Is this the end?
No,
I don't want to check.
It's not.
I don't want to look at the back. Have you read it already?
I checked. It's not.
I'm not looking.
It's not the end.
Okay.
It says to be continued.
Yay! Yeah, I would say, like, we have to do a year-end kind of a story here eventually to tell, who our favorite writers and favorite artists for the year are. Dan Abnett is definitely in my top 3
Yeah.
this year.
Oh, yeah.
The He-Man stuff that he's done. I mean, there's so many other books that he's been writing that are just amazing. I've got another one, I think, this week actually. Coming up here from Boom that he writes that I love. So good stuff.
Cool. Okay, what you got?
All right. Well, I always get the Harley's Little Black Book bagged covers. So I picked up JLA number 6, even though I haven't been reading any of this series at all. I only bought it because it's in a black bag and it has a cool cover. So they're doing variants. The variants come in 3 options inside the bag, so you don't know what you're getting. You're either going to get a full color version, you're going to get the inked version, or you're going to get the pencil version. And I actually bought last week's Harley Quinn again because I didn't get the cover I wanted, and I opened this one up and I did get the pencil cover, so that was pretty awesome. So far I've gotten, for getting 5 books, I'm 4 for 5 on pencil covers.
Nice.
So we'll see if that luck holds out this week. If not, I'll have to go back and buy some more. So, all right. So looking at JLA number 6. Looks like it could be, looks like it's full color. Nope. It's inked. That is a cool cover, though.
Oh, that is neat.
Yeah, I don't know who does that one, but that is really a cool cover. So I like that. So it's an inked cover, which is all right. It's still cool. I'd love to have that one penciled, though, so I'll have to maybe see about getting that, getting another copy of that. So
my shop is actually open tomorrow.
Oh, yeah?
On Christmas Day. Like, they're open every day.
Wow.
Every day for at least a little while. So I'm thinking about running by there after my family stuff and see, 'cause they're supposed to have like some sales or something.
That's cool. But yeah, I do like these covers. I think the covers are amazing. You've got everybody from, I know Tim Sale, Rob, or was it Bob Tim? No.
Bob Timms? No. What?
No, who's the guy who did the original Batman animated series artwork?
Bruce Timms?
Bruce Timm. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's who did the cover for Harley Quinn.
Oh, okay, cool.
So really cool. There's a great Alex Ross cover for Batman 47, I think it was. That was the one where the Joker with Batman and the Joker in his chokehold. That was an amazing cover. And then several different people. But it's really cool because it's like, oh wow, this is, I never would have thought to look for these people doing those covers. So I was just going to see if there was something in the back of one of the DC books that talked about it, but I didn't see anything. Maybe in DK3. Let's see. Any ads in there?
Told us a book that you got now.
What's that?
So now we know that you got that.
Oh no, that was number 1 that I picked up.
Yeah.
So no, but I did. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I did get DK3 number 2.
I did too.
Yeah, I had to pick it up, and then I was like, well, wait a minute, I haven't even read number 1. I bought 3 copies of it. They're down here in my other stack. That because I bought the 3 variant covers that my shop had. The store cover, with the store printed in it. Did your shop get one of these?
I don't know. I didn't see it.
With their name? Okay. And then there was the black and white cover that was exclusive art for our store. And then the full color cover, which was amazing.
Oh, wow.
So I had to pick up those, and they had a whole bundle. They sold all 3 of these for $30. So it's pretty cool since like now they're selling those exclusive covers for like $30 a piece. So yeah, it's pretty neat. So, but yeah, so I'll have to read this now that I got number 1 as well.
Yep. Like the end of the first issue is a big reveal.
Okay. I'll have to read it.
Mm-hmm.
So what else did you get?
One more.
One more DC. Okay, that's right. I just ruined one for you.
No, it's fine. Batman and Robin Eternal, issue number 12. So
cool.
14 more issues to go.
So we've been 12 issues in, or you've read 11 issues so far.
Right.
You still liking it?
Yeah, I'm hanging on. I want to see how it turns out, and I'm still trying to figure out where this fits in before Bruce lost his memory and kind of died or whatever, or if it's after, or
if it doesn't matter anymore.
Or yeah, and see that's the thing that's going to piss me off is if
Yeah.
after 26 issues, if nothing carries over for more than like a month.
Yeah.
And
Well,
that's
and
the normal.
Yep. And that's what's kind of frustrating, I think, with some of the things that Dan Didio has said and some of the announcements that have been made post-Convergence.
Right.
There really isn't any continuity anymore.
Right. But I think somehow in this, we're going to get Dick Grayson back as Nightwing.
That's cool.
I think if I step out on a limb, that's what I'm going to say. Like the result of Batman and Robin Eternal is going to be we're going to.
Okay, at least in that book.
I mean, so get rid of that Dick Grayson.
You're going to have 3 or 4 books where there's like, here he's still a cop or whatever, and here he's Robin, and here he's Grayson, and here he's Nightwing, and over here he's like Red Robin, and whatever. And over here he works at Red Robin. You know?
Yum.
Yeah, right. All right, moving on.
Now
So I got Justice League 3001. Have you not been getting this one?
I picked up to issue like 4, and I haven't read them.
Okay, so this is issue 7. Looks like we've got some interesting stuff going on with Wonder Woman and Flash. So they've been kind of working together, and it looks like
Robot heads.
Yeah, robot heads. So I don't know what's going on there. We'll have to find out. But it's been a good series. Again, great one. This is Keith Giffen's writing this, and I like him. You know, I mean, because wasn't he writing Future's End?
Yeah, well, yeah, some of it. Yeah.
Yeah, well, because what's his name is in it? His big character, Grifter.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I like his writing. I do. So it's been an interesting story.
Where did he write Grifter? Where? In what?
Didn't he create Grifter originally?
That was Jim Lee.
Oh, okay.
He's part of Wildcat.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, I don't know. I know he was a writer, though, that worked with that stuff. But anyway, so I picked up Superman number 47 as well. And this is another one of the black bag covers. And it looks like I got the full color Superman variant with really cool Harley Quinn.
Nice.
Crazy looking.
Big Harley.
So, yeah. Getting ready to smash Hulk smash Superman. So, yeah, I mean, full color. It's all right. I'm, not my favorite. I want the pencil ones. I'm picky about those. I like my variant covers the way I like them.
Yeah, but see, what are you paying? What are you paying for those bags? Like my store marked up $1 million.
This is $3.99 cover price.
Yep, that's crap.
Which means that I get them for $3.19.
Yeah, so they're $10 at my shop.
That's stupid.
I know.
That's stupid.
Yep. And that's why I bought one. Huh?
See, if that happened in Baltimore, they'd have a riot.
Wow.
It doesn't take much, but still.
Down here, we're like, well, guess I won't get it. Mm.
Yeah. I'm sure they had a good reason for it. Let's go have some sweet tea.
Hell yeah, boy. Woo!
Oh, now if it had something to do with football or beer,
God,
that's a whole other story.
Shot in the leg, there'd be bars on fire.
Somebody lose a hand of fireworks, it'd be.
I told you to open your fist, dummy.
Don't squeeze your cheek so tight. Anyway, all right. So I got 4 books from Boom to talk about tonight.
I got 1.
Okay. So talking about Dan Abnett, Dan Abnett and INJ Coolbard work on this one, and that's Wild's End. This is volume 2, The Enemy Within, and it has a cool foreboding cover as the fox who writes sci-fi is kind of bringing his not really considerable prowess to bear on the whole problem with the aliens. So aliens have invaded, and there's kind of people who believe and don't believe, and it's a very interesting story because they're all animals, anthropomorphic characters, and it's a good story. It's written kind of like H.G. Wells-ish, War of the Worlds kind of story.
Gotcha.
And it's told from a small town perspective, and it's pretty cool. I really like this book. Again, Dan Abnett, I had to pick it up. It's just it's a great story. So, and you have 1, right?
Yeah, one that you have.
Yep, go ahead.
Well, okay. Or just talk about another one of yours.
Okay. I've got, here we go. Munchkin, number 12, is out this week. Got a cool cover. I like that. And, of course, this week's card is, there is no card. 'Tis the season to betray your friends. But I did not get a card this week.
Dun, dun, dun.
Well, that really sucks. There should have been a card in there.
Yeah.
But it looks like
That's horrible. What are you going to do?
it wasn't connected. So I will have to go back in and see if the other copies had cards. Very disappointing.
Very.
Okay.
All right, I'll go. Venus. First issue of a 4-part series. And this one is about some scientists who get stuck on Venus.
Cool. And I've never heard of Richard Lovard before. New writer. Or the illustrator, Huang Dunlan. But yeah, cool. I mean, it looks beautiful.
Yeah, the art looks great.
It's cool stuff.
Yeah. Hopefully this one's really good. Like I said, I've read a little bit of it, but not all the way.
Okay.
So it seems pretty good.
Cool. All right. Last one from Boom is Escape from New York, number 19? Number 13 is out this week. So last week, he kind of left New York again. The president of New York left the president to kind of suffer at the hands of the idiots who were left in there, who the president was trying to betray, for his own ends. The bombs were coming. Actually, did we wrap that up? Yeah, the bombs were coming to blow up the city, and he was able to stop them. Snake was able to stop them with a flying car thing, and everybody was happy. Everybody survived. So It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's been a good story. I got one book from Oni Press, and that's Blood Feud, number 3. And it's got an awesome Fright Night cover on the back. Yeah, for like Fright Night, the original. But yeah, this is Cullen Bunn writing this, and it's a great story. I mean, it's a bunch of rednecks, and they've got like vampires and werewolves and monster spider things and all kinds of cool stuff. So it's a good story.
Yeah.
And then
Rednecks and Monsters. Seems about right. Rednecks and Monsters.
Yeah. IDW, I got 2 books. You got one of them.
You got one.
String Divers, last issue of that. This has been a pretty good book. It's told kind of like a adventure story on a quantum level. So you got these guys who are little robot automaton things that are sent down to the quantum, the lowest level, the quantum fields, whatever the strings, and they are sent to fight against these things that are destroying threads of reality, basically. And it's been a good book so far.
Cool. Okay, I picked up the Rocketeer at War.
Yay! That's cool.
Definitely set back in the 40s during the war.
I love this.
Yeah, the poster.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and this is kind of like throwback art, I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
Or it seems. So we'll see how it goes. But I wanted to pick it up. I like the movie back in the day. Yeah. I was a fan of that. So kind of a nostalgia trip here.
Yep. It's cool. And there's a story in the end, too, in the back.
Yeah. Summer in 1945, something like that.
Yeah. The Rivet Gang. Pretty cool. All right. I got a couple of Dynamite books. Actually, I got 3 this week. Did you get anything from Dynamite?
No. I'm down to Marvel at this point.
All right. So I got John Carter, Warlord of Mars, number 14, as John Carter and his wonderful wife are trying to save all of all of Mars, or all of Barsoom, and they're trying to renew the atmosphere. So it's been pretty good. It's been a good adventure so far. He had an idea at the end of last issue, and we'll see how that pans out. So Voltron from the Ashes, number 4, was out this week. It's been a pretty good series so far. The new team has to take over running Voltron, and we'll see how that plays out as the evil forces converge on the planet after hundreds of years of inactivity.
How dare they?
Yeah, I know. Why can't they just be dead?
You just chill out, yeah.
Yeah. And then Will Eisner's The Spirit, number 4 is out, or number 6. Sorry, geez, 6. is out this week, as the spirit is now back. Everybody knows, and he's trying to hunt down what happened to him, because he doesn't remember how he disappeared and why everybody thought he was dead. So it's kind of that mystery within a mystery. It's pretty cool. Yep. I got a book from Red 5 Comics, and that is 7%, which has been a great series so far. Really an interesting story. As these guys try to use this machine to unlock 100% of your brain, basically. So it's Cole Stone. Cole Stone's father dragged him from a cushy life and the woman he loves to take part in the family business. Given the task of fixing the Earth problem, Cole has instead overseen a rise in the growing rebellion against Stone Corp. Meanwhile, this new character, 034, who's one of the guards, actually achieved 100% activation of his mind with this machine. So now he's escaped Stone Corp, and he's starting to re-examine the nature of humanity. So he's the key to unlocking their minds and bringing everybody to another level of evolution. But we'll see what happens. So yeah, it looks pretty cool. It's been a good book so far. It's one of those that I never would have thought to pick up. I was like, 7%, I'll pick up the first issue. And it was good, because they were locked at 93%, and then people would go insane. They couldn't get that other 7% threshold. But it's almost like this guard, who was like just a generic clone kind of guy, was created specifically for this machine, almost. So it's cool.
Cool.
I got a variant even. I got Puppet Master number 10, the limited edition variant cover, which is very cool. I like when I'm able to pick those up. But this has been a great story too, as Toulon and the puppets are still trying to find their salvation. They made a deal with this demon back in Puppet Master 4, I believe. And then he came to save them, but he said, basically, if you die again, then you're mine. I'll save you this last time, but then if you die, you're mine. So now they're trying not to die, and they're trying to do a deal for him that'll let them out of their debt. So it's pretty interesting. One Dark Horse book this week, and that's Fight Club 2, number 8. But I'm not allowed to talk about it.
No.
It's been good. Tyler and whatever the other guy's name is, back and forth, controlling his body. But it's Sebastian. So Sebastian and Tyler back and forth, and then something's going on with Junior, with their son, and it's just a very weird, very interesting story. So I don't know how it's going to all pan out, but the Christmas. This is the Christmas cover. Tyler Durden lives.
Nice.
So kind of funny, yeah. And then Image. I got a few Image books this week. Grant Morrison's Nameless, number 6, is out this week, and this has been a good one. There's like an alien life form that these people went to, and it's like magic and science based together. So this guy who was kind of well-versed in magic stuff was able to use these magical runes on their suits as they go into this place, but it wasn't enough to protect them. Their heads are detached and on these little platforms, and the thing is like searching their minds to find out what is humanity, what is life, and what's the purpose for living, that kind of thing. So it's very, very interesting. It's just a crazy book, really.
Sounds crazy.
Grant Morrison, what do you expect?
Yeah.
But it's good. Yeah, all kinds of death and destruction and dismemberment and everything. So Invisible Republic number 8 is out this week, and this has been a good book. It's kind of the political conspiracy kind of story. You got this guy who rose to power, and now his regime is kind of falling, but there's somebody who got a hold of memoirs from this one lady who was really close with him, and she's trying to tell the whole story. He, of course, doesn't want that to happen, because then it could throw light and shadows on his regime that he doesn't want to be out there, and there's people who want to kill him for it and whatever. So, but it's good. Outcast. This is Kirkman and Azaceta. This is number something.
What?
Oh, number 14. Outcast number 14.
Yep.
And this is option for TV show. It's coming out on Cinemax, I believe, next year.
That sounds right. Yeah.
Yep. So it's been a great book. It's hard to define. Like, it's about this guy and these people who seem to be possessed with some kind of creature or demon or alien or monster or whatever, and his touch burns them. But then like they want to suck the breath out of him to power themselves, and like it's just weird. It's just a very convoluted, interesting story because everybody's got their own personal demons on top of having these demons. So, yeah. Rick Remender's book, Deadly Class, number 17, is out this week, starting a new storyline, Die for Me. So it's been a great book so far. I think it's like finals coming up now for them. So, yeah, who will survive freshman finals, it says at the top.
Dun, dun,
and finals are basically like everybody kill each other.
Right.
Whoever survives, you win.
Yeah, you graduate.
That's right. So cool stuff. I'm looking forward to the end of that series or the storyline. And I don't know if it is going to wrap up and end. I'm not sure how they're planning on doing it, but it's been good. All right, Marvel stuff. I have one non-regular Marvel, like one Star Wars thing.
I have one Star Wars thing.
Oh, okay. You've been picking up Vader Down?
Yeah.
Oh, so you got this one then. Go ahead.
Yeah, I got Darth Vader 14.
Yep.
They did have multiple covers for this one, but I just went with the normal cover.
Really? Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Huh.
It seemed like there were multiple covers for it. One, it had like all different, like this one was Luke and Han. There was Leia, somebody else.
Oh, that's cool. I'll have to go back and check that out.
So yeah, I've liked this series. So I've stuck on the books for Vader Down. But this is the only one that didn't say on the cover that it was part of Vader Down. You know?
Yeah, I noticed that, and I think maybe that's because it's Vader, you know,
and you so just assume that it is.
Right. It just makes sense, you know.
I guess.
Yep. Well, I have one number 1 for regular Marvel stuff. One number 1, one number 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 number 4s, and a number 5.
I have a 1, 2 2s, 4, and a 5.
Okay, so I think we both got the same number 1.
I think it was the only number 1.
Oh, was it the only number 1? So
yeah.
Patsy Walker, a.k.a. Hellcat, was out this week. And Patsy Walker actually showed up in a Gwenpool holiday special. And I think she's been in some other books, but that was kind of the first time I'd really seen her in the new post-Secret Wars universe.
Okay.
So, pretty cool.
I know nothing of the character other than she was in Jessica Jones.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
She's from the old Defenders?
Right. Yeah. I know of the character, but I've never read anything of her.
Okay.
And I saw her in that book or in that show. They have she's Trish Walker. She goes by Trish instead of Patsy.
Okay, I haven't seen it yet.
Kid.
I watched the first episode.
Really good. And then Kate Lesson's doing the writing on this book, right?
Oh,
no,
yeah.
she's doing the art. No, she's the writer. And Brittany Williams is doing the art. So, I mean, it just looks like a fun, like, vibrant book. So, be interesting to see where it goes.
Yeah, I'll probably pick up the first issue and then.
You've already got the first issue.
That's what I mean. That'll probably be it.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
it's one of those like.
I'll give it a try.
Yeah, I mean, there's only so many of the girl power books that I can do. You know, I feel like a lot of these, like A-Force and some of these other ones, where it's like, let's get female writer, female artist, female everything, and then all the females will buy it. Why can't you just write a good story and not be so worried about gender? Not that this is not a good story, but you can just see what they're trying to do.
Oh, yeah.
So, anyway.
We jump.
All right, well, one of my number 2s, or my one number 2, is Daredevil number 2. And Charles Soule is writing that.
Of course, I'll pick this up.
That is an awesome book so far. So,
oh, yeah. And it feels like they've gone back to like the older Daredevil.
Yeah.
Back in New York,
definitely.
It's pretty, it's dark. It looks amazing.
Yep.
I mean, bam.
I love the new, and I love Blind Spot, the new guy. I like his character, so we'll have to see how that plays out. But yeah, it's cool, good stuff. So you said you had a number 3?
I have another number 2.
Oh, another number 2. Okay, what else you got?
I have number 2 of Venom Space Knight.
Saw that.
Robbie Thompson, who's also doing Silk.
Oh, okay.
So I kind of like him. Doing a pretty good job.
Yeah.
This book is just beautiful. Like the way it's done. It's just like full on art.
Cool.
But it gives you a good feel of Venom and setting him up and what his character's about now. So
nice. Okay. Good. All right. Well, my number 4s. Did you have anything other than?
I have a 4 and a 5.
Okay. So one of my number 4s, which I'm just going to keep it. Whatever. Sam Wilson, Captain America number 4. I don't read this book. I'm not supposed to get it in my pull, but they stuck it in there on me, and I'm not going to mess with it. I'm just going to go ahead and pick it up. But it does have the Snake Serpent Society guys in here. So Anaconda and Diamondback and all those guys. So I do like them. And looks like Captain America, Werewolf Captain America.
Maybe the crossover from Spider-Verse or the
Oh, maybe
the Spider Island story in Secret Wars.
Well, and he did the wolf thing. Oh, that's right. Yeah. They did that. Yeah. So we'll have to find out what happened there. Maybe I will actually start reading this one. We'll see. So sneakiness.
Sneaky.
Of course, I got Deadpool number 4 with the rainbow Deadpools. And last issue, they were kind of complaining, how come we all have to wear the same suit? And I think he's like, fine, you don't want to wear the same suit, you can be rainbow.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. But, Jerry Duggan's still writing it, and I really like his writing of Deadpool. Of course, you got Madcap down here in the purple. You got Manta Ray. You've got several other characters that are just crazy, but they're all Deadpools.
Deadpool Corp.
Deadpool's
Deadpool Inc., right?
Oh, it used to be Heroes for Hire. Deadpool's Heroes for Hire, and then Power Man got all mad and was going to file suit against him. So now it's Deadpool's Mercs for Money. So that was very funny. Yeah, but it's good. Okay, and then you have one number 4.
Yep, Extraordinary X-Men issue number 4. Cool, Sinister cover.
Yeah, I was going to say, we know who that is on the cover. Mm-hmm. Although, it has to be. It just looks weird. He's all wrinkly.
Well, yeah, which Sinister? Well, he doesn't look that way in the book.
Yeah, it's interesting because I was really surprised to see him all wrinkly because Nathaniel Essex Sinister has got the smooth forehead, and this is all
he's fun. So
I thought this was Beast at first, and I'm like, well, it looks like Beast head with a Sinister diamond in the middle. So it was weird.
Maybe he was just like squinching his brow up,
Maybe the diamond was bothering him or something.
Yeah, but I'm liking this book. It feels like a good, fun X-Men book.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, they've done good on Extraordinary and what's the other one? There's 2 X-Men books now, right?
Yeah, all new,
all different. Yeah. They've been pretty good. So speaking of another all new, the New Avengers number 4, we've got like some kind of giant squid monster, Cthulhu-ish kind of creature coming out, some magical monster. So it's kind of cool. Moradun, Space Wizard of the Fifth Cosmos. But this is good because it's DaCosta, Roberto DaCosta, who basically bought AIM Island and everything. And he's basically running a group of Avengers. So it's pretty cool. And I have one more book.
I have one more book also.
Okay. I have Amazing Spider-Man number 5.
I also have Amazing Spider-Man.
Wow.
Number 5.
We have so much in common.
You know what comes out next week?
What's that? Number 6?
Spider-Man number 6.
Was it a weekly book?
No. There's a lot of stuff coming out. I was just looking while we were talking because you mentioned about next week maybe not being that big of a week.
Yeah.
No, I think they're not fooling around this year.
Oh, that's too bad because I need a break.
I know. I mean, it's not as big, but it's not a light week. There's still solid 10 books from the big 2 and 8 or so from everybody else or less.
That's cool.
No Valiant books though.
Yeah, well, they're usually on a 4-week cycle. So
Yeah.
I did want to mention one thing to everybody out there, and I know it's, at this point it's post gift buying time, but we got a really cool lithograph from a group called Choice Collectibles Fine Art, and they were nice enough to send us this, and you can see it's all the Marvel characters: Wolverine, Captain America, um, Cyclops. Looks like old Nick Fury up here in the corner. Hulk, Agent of Shield. You got Spider-Man up there on his shoulders. There's Nova, new Nick Fury. There's Iron Man in the middle. So just some really cool, and then Thor, of course, and then Kitty Pryde, I guess, over there. But really neat stuff. And these are limited edition lithograph prints that are available, and they come with a certificate of authenticity, which is awesome. So these are art. These aren't just something rolled up that you'd find at Walmart or you'd buy even at your local shop, stuck in a little tube. These are printed lithographs. They're heavy duty. They come in a really nice, solid, one of the cardboard frames. So these could be framed and hung, and they're just beautiful. Very very good quality. Great stuff. So these are limited to 250 each. So they're doing 250. Artist proofs, printed proofs, and executive proofs, and this is one of the executive proofs. And they are down in the corner. You can see, I don't know if you can see or not, but they write in there, how many out of 250.
Right.
And then on the back, they also print on the certificates how many. So these are really cool. I wanted to make sure we talked about these and let people know that this is available out there. The company is called Choice Collectibles Fine Art. And you can find out more about them on their website, and we'll have a link in the description down below.
Cool.
But this one that I got is called Revolution, and it was created for Marvel Now by Marvel comic editor and artist Joe Quesada. So it says the sheer diversity of characters in the piece is extremely hard to find. The white background serves to draw full attention to the characters. It's 14 by 9.5, and it has a suggested manufacturer suggested retail price of $50. So I mean, they're not messing around. This is
that's not bad for that.
Yeah, I mean, this is a quality art print. It's not even just like something you'd find at a convention where you go and pay $10 for a print. This is an art print, so it's really cool. But yeah, if you're looking for some high quality art and you like Marvel stuff, definitely check them out. Choice Collectibles, and they have all kinds of different things on there. So it's great site to check out. Definitely give them some business.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, that's it for this week for comics. Some great stuff came out this week. It's Christmas Eve, so we'll let you go, and you guys have a good Christmas. But I did want to talk about one more thing.
What's that?
So maybe you got some money for the holidays, right?
Monies.
And you're looking for something to wear that really is cool. So we have a TeePublic store with comic booked T-shirts.
What?
It's pretty cool. They have some really cool designs. 4 different designs. You got to check them out. I'm going to order a couple coming up next week. Definitely want some.
I will.
Cool. And there's tons of other stuff on TeePublic. If you go into our store and you click from there into any place else in the site and buy stuff, not only are you getting awesome shirts, but you're supporting our site, which is really cool. So there's so many different versions, different variations of stuff. I mean, there's comic book stuff, there's gaming stuff, there's pop culture-y type stuff. There's Doctor Who, Star Trek, Star Wars, Pokemon, Legend of Zelda, anime I've never heard of before.
I think they have it broken down by like different categories and stuff. But to find us, like I said, we'll leave a link in the description below, straight to our site. And then also, if you just went to TeePublic, you could just type in comic booked up at the top, and that'll show you the 4 shirts anyway. Yep.
But we'd rather have you go through our link, because then it looks, it definitely lets them know that we sent you to the site. So that's, we want that. So, all right, good stuff. Well, we will see you here same time next week to talk about more comic books. And please check out our YouTube channel, Comic Booked, for a lot of other videos. We've got a ton of stuff. In fact, I think we have 2 more going up today, maybe 3 with this one. So there's a lot of other stuff out there to watch. Yeah. I think we're at over 100 videos now for this year. So a lot of cool stuff on there.
So thanks for
Okay.
checking this out, guys. Have a good
Yeah,
one. Enjoy
thanks.
your Christmas.